Hello, Hot Vibes, and welcome back to our recap of Last Twilight, episode 5.
I just want to say the new Doctor Who episode was awesome. I would like to mention that just for a second, because it was the last episode of the 60th anniversary specials, and David Tennant had to leave, and I didn't want him to go, but his ending was really nice, because now he's chill, and he's like sitting still for a bit, and he has a family, and it's just really nice. Okay, let's move on. But the new doctor's here, and he's awesome, by the way. Did you ever watch Sex Education? I don't know if you did.
I watched like the first few episodes and then I stopped.
Okay, the guy who plays the one gay guy, the black gay guy in it. He's the main guy's friend.
I got nothing.
No? Okay.
No.
Well, he's the main guy's friend, but he's now the new doctor. He's the 15th doctor. So it's very exciting. He's very good so far. I really like him.
Yeah, I couldn't really get into Sex Education, mainly because, like, I know that sounds weird coming from me. Like,
I know, I was about to say.
It's too much. Like, it's kind of like, I'm not a big fan when it's, like, too much, where it's, like, it's too, it's just, like, it's too out there, it's too much, like, it's kind of just, like, the whole plot is kind of relying on that stuff, and I'm just not really a big fan of that, and, like, so I kind of just, like, I lost interest while I was watching. I was kind of like, oh, this is okay. No.
What's another BL you're watching right now?
Yeah. Here's the thing. The reason I am watching that rather than that is because, one, I'm watching it so you don't... I don't know if you continue watching it at all. I'm watching it so you don't have to.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm mainly watching that for the mystery plot.
Ah, yes, it's for the plot.
There is... It's kind of, I'll be honest, I'm kind of feeling that same vibe too, not gonna lie, of the whole, like, kind of like, okay, it is a bit too much at times, where I'm kind of just like,
okay.
Like, and because I know it's, like, how many are episodes, and then it'll probably be done, I'm kind of like, it's fine, I can stick through it. But, like, Sex Education, I know it keeps getting renewed, so it's kind of like, it just keeps coming. It almost feels like it's trying too hard, which is similar to Playboy, but, I'm starting to get more invested in the couples in Playboy, I will say. Like, there's one that gives very Top Mew vibes.
Interesting.
Which is interesting.
Is it the one that I saw in the first episode where, like, one of them was like, I don't want to do anything?
Yes.
Ah, see? I remember something.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm kind of like, I'm more invested in, like, the couples in that, and with Sex Education, it was kind of just like, from what I remember at least, I remember it was just like so focused on the sex, and like I don't know, I didn't really care that much about the character or anything, and it was too much where I was kind of just like turned off by it, I guess.
British comedies tend to be like that with sex. Like, if you're watching like a British centered like comedy show or something like that, it'll be like that. They're just gonna be like, oh, remember I fucked, like, they'll just go out and say it. So some people, like, are turned off by that. I do get that.
Yeah, I'm definitely not particularly a fan of that kind of content. Believe it or not.
One episode of Sex Education. I actually didn't continue it either, because I was going to watch it later, and then I just didn't. I might end up watching for my channel one day. Who knows? Because there are some storylines that I'm interested in. But there's only one scene that I actually really know well from that show because I watch it all the time. And it's like some girls, like, pictures get leaked or something like that, like her nude pictures get leaked, and it's got like a full-ass vagina in it or something like that, and the principal gets involved and like is speaking to the whole auditorium, and he's like, now, like, this is not okay, like, so I'm gonna like discipline everyone, and then so I need someone to step forward and say who it is, and all the girls start standing up going, it's my vagina, that's my vagina, it's my so they're all like kind of banding together. It's so funny.
Like Spartacus.
Yeah. It's just like, and this one girl stands up going, I also have a vagina. He's like, oh, God. And then a guy stands up going, it's my vagina. He's like, you don't have a vagina. That's one of my favorite scenes I've ever seen in television. I've just never seen the show. So I will maybe watch it one day because I genuinely enjoy that scene and I find it so funny. but it'll probably be a bit more down the line and maybe for my channel. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's the doctor.
Last Twilight, episode 5.
Last Twilight episode. Oh my god. Okay. Can I just say, this episode was fucking nuts.
I have thoughts.
I have many thoughts. Okay, I gotta tell you about a whole moment and a whole thing I did when something very specific happened. So,
Okay.
but that's way later.
So, Mock enters the room after taking a shower.
He's being all comfortable.
Yeah, decides to wake Day up with his own wet hair and just, like, rub it off on him.
It's because he knows that he may have some feelings there because he's like, oh, he did the finger thing last night, which sounds weird. But
Yeah.
he did the widspan thing, and ooh, I might have a chance. So he's being like, haha, I have a chance. Gonna be comfortable. I'm not gonna have a shirt on because he can't see it.
Yeah. And when he wakes up, Day seems to accidentally call him P. And there's this whole, like, back and forth thing about Day not repeating it. Which is odd because then literally after this scene, he says it all the time and doesn't really care anymore.
True. But he tries to. He tries to care, and then everyone keeps pointing out, what did you just call him? He's like, nothing.
Well, yeah, but it's even in the kitchen, I think, after the scene where he's like, oh, P,
Yeah.
did you make the whatever? And then...
I think after he says it, he automatically gets a bit more comfortable with it. I think they needed to say it to break it, you know?
Yeah.
To break it in a little bit, and then now it's just easier to say.
Mm.
Because he feels that way towards him now, you know?
Yeah.
Feels more comfortable.
So then in the kitchen, Mock is making, like, soup or something. And Day goes, gets some bread, spreads some jelly on it, starts making a nice little sandwich.
They're being domestic.
Yes. Day notices that his phone keeps going on and blowing up, and he's like, oh, what is this? Like, check for me.
He's like, why? Why am I getting so many notifications?
Yeah. And Mock looks and he's like, oh, everyone's freaking out because you're made a comeback or whatever, and you're back,
Yeah.
you know, online and shit.
You were tagged in a photo.
Yeah. Mock reads the comments, and they're all like, oh, Day's back, Day's back. And then there's one where it's like, oh, I'm jelly, I want to be taken care of by P-Mock too. And I totally thought he was making this up too.
You really?
I did, because we didn't see it, like, at the comments. Like, if the
True.
comments go away when he reads that. So I was like, oh, maybe he's just making that up. And but Day clicks a, like, audio button, and he hears it, and he's like, oh, damn.
It's like, shit, you weren't like... Hey, he's handsome, and you know, because you have now seen his face, kind of.
Yeah. Then Day posts a picture of his sandwich online to try to, like, show that he's back. And then the
Yay.
comments are all about Mock again.
Of course they are.
And she's
Because
like, oh, she's not even in the picture, it's just his hand.
he's not even in the picture, but they're like, oh my god, I wonder if that's his hand. Like, oh my god, he's so cute. Oh my god, oh god.
And then we find out that G had a badminton tournament, and they decide to go there.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Badass badminton girl.
Yes. But then, and this was a little confusing, we cut to a night.
Yes, I was like, oh, did we go?
And we have Mock starting to read the Last Twilight book today.
Mm.
And he says, like, once there was a girl named May, and she got cursed where her body was slowly disappearing.
This book, I can tell why his friend recommended it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's so interesting because it seems like such a sad book so far, but also by the end of this episode, you can tell that it's such a comforting book as well. Because it's like, even though they couldn't see her, she was happy to see, like, all of her friends smiling and being happy, you know? Like,
yeah,
that affected her still as well, even though she couldn't be seen.
And that's kind of what happens with Day.
Yeah.
Because then we flash back to, I guess, when they went to the badminton tournament. They find seats, and G starts playing and everything. Mock tries to be a commentator.
Doesn't work.
Gives too much about her outfit and shit, and Dave's like, I don't need to hear that.
I don't need to know that.
And then when he actually talks about the badminton, he's like, oh, G hit it. She hit it. G hit it. She hit it. G, shit. And he's just like, that's not helping me with anything.
That is not helping at all. That's so boring. I was watching this downstairs with my mom as well, and she was just like, okay, well, that's not helping. she forgot.
Yeah. And then we find out that Day rarely knows G because he says, like, look, how G plays, she does, like, this stuff, she goes left and right and then does a drop shot, and that's exactly what she does as the audience cheers, which still shows that, despite not talking to her for a year,
yeah,
that he still knows her enough.
Exactly. He still knows her very well. And Mock's just like, okay, well, why don't you tell me what's happening? I don't know.
Yeah. And so they keep playing badminton, and eventually G does win.
Yes! Hell yes. Yeah. She was awesome.
Yeah, she was really good.
And it wasn't like a stunt person playing as well. Like, we did get to see her actually do stuff. Like, hit the badminton thing. What's it called? Shuttlecock?
Oh, shuttlecock?
No, a shuttlecock. Isn't it called a shuttlecock?
A racket?
No, the thing is called a shuttlecock.
You mean a birdie?
I swear.
Are you talking about the little thing they hit?
Yeah.
That's called a birdie.
No, I swear it's called a shuttlecock. Hang on.
Maybe in the UK or something, but not
in
America.
In the UK right now?
You might be.
I might be.
Because it sounds like a very British thing. Oh, it is. So it's a shuttlecock, also called a birdie or shuttle.
Oh, I can't believe you've never heard the name shuttlecock before. I swear to God.
No, I don't play badminton, believe it or not. And secondly, I've always known it as a birdie because I always thought it was funny because it flies around and it's like, oh, it's a birdie.
That's so interesting. That it's like I didn't know. I never knew about birdie actually. So
yeah, I think the reason I remember that as being birdie is because I was watching this like one cartoon or something where they were playing badminton and they actually used like a dead bird or like a stuffed bird or something.
Oh,
I don't know. It was a cartoon. It's fine. And they were using that as like the thing. So that's why I always remember it as a birdie.
Interesting. I've never known that. I've always just known shuttlecock because I thought it was funny.
Well, it is now, but like I it sounds like a British thing. Like it does sound very British because when you said that,
it does sound very British. I will say that.
Yeah,
it sounds very British. There's towns called Wanker, So
yeah. Anyway. So then Day and Mock go greet G after she wins. And she's trying to hug him, but he's like, oh, stop, you're all sweaty and gross. But then August shows up.
Oh, motherfucker. This bitch.
I have thoughts on him that we will talk about.
I have so many thoughts on him, mostly negative.
I have more conflicting thoughts.
I have negative ones.
Because I personally think it's too soon to roll him out as negative just yet.
All right, but I currently have negative thoughts.
Well,
I'm a stubborn bitch. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. You're one to like cuss someone off without really like hearing it out. I'm more like I want to know his backstory. Real. That's what I want to know.
I know. I'm very abrupt. I like always like, you bitch, you're gone. See ya.
Yeah.
He can make it up to me.
I don't want to roll him off just yet.
See if he makes it up.
Yeah, but he does come in. He's like, Day, what happened? Where were you? And Walt kind of immediately steps in. And then Dave's like, let's go home, Walt, and they leave.
Damn. So, like, he really told no one. Like, not even...
No.
August, his, like, doubles partner that he, like, was playing with when he went blind.
Other than his mom and brother, I don't think anyone else knew.
No one. Speaking of his brother, I have thoughts.
I have thoughts, too, and I think our thoughts, are very different. Because we'll get there.
I think you're just
passionate about my thoughts on this brother.
I think you're just seeing Mark and going, Mark.
No, I think you're just listening to Day and not really knowing anything else about it. You're just hearing it from one side.
But it's weird that he said that.
We will talk. No, I'm not getting into this right now because
okay.
I'm okay. Jeez. Anyway. I do appreciate, though, that Day does tell Mark the whole story between him and August.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Where we find out August was not a big fan of Day at first.
No, they were not friends.
Because I think is it Day who says it? Or one of them is like, oh, it's kind of like an arranged marriage. But instead of having a child, we had to have a championship.
Exactly. Yeah, I think Day said that.
Which showed that they were not, like, They didn't choose to be partners; they were forced to be partners in
Exactly.
crime or badminton or whatever.
In crime. Where did that come from?
When they hear partners in, I think of partners in crime.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, August seems to not really like Day, and then we see when Day is practicing, August kind of comes in, takes his bag and leave, and then realizes he's been practicing all night, and that's when he's kind of like, okay, you were really practicing all night.
Yeah. Then he's like, okay, respect.
Yeah, and he gives him a little headband with Day on it.
So that's where he gets it.
Yeah, and this is kind of where their friendship blossoms.
Aw, good. For now.
Yeah. Which honestly was low-key giving me Sound and Wind vibes.
Yeah, for real, because like he came back and you'd been practicing all night, and so he's like, okay, now I'll help you, like, and then he chills out a bit, you know?
Yeah, which also makes me connect. They were both playing badminton too.
Oh my gosh, this is like so Sound and Wind. What the fuck? Well, they're both GMMTV.
That's true.
It could just be recycling plot. It's alright. It's alright. I
Yeah,
vibe.
maybe that's why I'm more like leaning towards August, because like I do like Sound and Wind in my school present, and like I'm kind of like, actually no, that's not the reason. I just want to know more about him. I'm curious about him.
I'm sure.
And then they explains they made the championship, they won a bunch of trophies and everything, and ultimately he went blind.
Yeah. Which we saw.
Yeah, and we actually get more where he's in his room and he kind of like knocks down the whole shelf.
Yeah. Did we not see that before? I feel like that was a thing we'd seen.
I don't think so, because his mom comes in and like hugs him, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, we will get the eye donation." And this is where he says, like, "Don't tell anyone. Like, we can't tell anyone about this."
I think it was in the trailer that I saw that or something like that. Because I'm like, I swear to God, I've seen this before.
Maybe.
Probably. But yeah, it's probably. I mean, yeah, it probably sucked. It probably still sucks. But like at first, it probably like hurt him deep because this was his whole life. Badminton, and now he can't see, so he can't do it, and it was probably killing him at first. You know.
Yeah. And then in present day / still flashback to when he's telling the story, because it's kind of a weird episode structure in that way. Day says, like, yeah, now I realize that we will never get back to the way we used to be. And Mom's kind of just like, are you hungry? And he's like, that's really how you're going to cheer me up? Because that's
hell yeah, food. Why not?
Yeah. And so then in the kitchen, Malk makes Day false rice.
False rice. I like this. I might do this. This sounds fun.
Yeah.
Just get whatever you have.
So what he did he just like grab random shit in the kitchen and just like?
I mean, maybe what happened like is probably another way like some recipes are made is like he did that at first, grabbed random shit, and then all of that random shit worked together, so he uses the same ingredients. Maybe that could have been something that happened. But I mean, it could work the other way too, where you could just grab whatever the hell is in the kitchen and just throw it in. I'm in.
I feel like there was a show, it may have been a sitcom or something, where like I want to say maybe like a family or something, or someone's like, okay, it's like the end of the month, we're using whatever we have left, throw it all together, and that's going to be dinner for the night or something. I cannot remember what show that is.
I can't either, but it also feels familiar. What would that have been in? I don't know.
I'm thinking Malcolm in the Middle for some reason, but I don't think that's it.
I've never seen that.
So maybe not. Okay. Anyway, who knows? But yeah, Malk kind of explains the day that the reason he did this was because 1 year on his sister's birthday, he couldn't afford a gift, so this is what he did.
I like that. That's cute.
Yeah. And they ask, like, oh, how is your sister? Or ask more about her. And like we talked about last week, Malk does come clean about it. He doesn't hide it. He doesn't, like, avoid the situation. He does say, like, yeah, she died.
Oh. Yeah, he literally, he's becoming more comfortable. I feel like he would be a little more reluctant, but would still maybe say something if he had just met him. But he's becoming closer with Day, so it's easier for him to open up as well. So that's probably an addition to that.
And then he says that, like, he always told his sister that one day he would make false rice for her again, but that day never came.
Oh, which I have thoughts on. Because they, I'm trying to remember, it's later in the episode, something else is said that's very similar. I think it's later. I'll you know what, I'll get to it when we get to it, so I can kind of put them together. But something is said that kind of connects to this in a way.
Okay. And after hearing this, Day kind of looks back at a picture of him in August, and then we cut to the school where Day talks to August, and he's like, "Hey, we need to talk."
Yeah, you do need to talk. Absolutely.
Yes. So I think we will take a break here.
Okay.
And when we come back, August and Day will have it out. And we apparently will disagree and go off on August and Night.
Oh
later
yeah,
on.
I'm sure that'll be a fun conversation.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh dear. We'll have a poll again. Who's right?
Yeah. So we will be right back. And we are back with our recap of Last Twilight episode 5.
Yeah.
We are now in the locker room with Day and August.
This is a nice chat, I will say that.
It was. And I definitely understood August's perspective in this situation. Where we find out he didn't already know about Day's vision and everything, and he knew he was going blind. But August was more concerned about why he just left and why he disappeared like that.
Because that's if you've become friends with someone after not being friends with them, and then just they just ditch, even though you know what's going on, you could at least call, I was worried about you, you bitch, call me, I totally get that.
Yeah. Day kind of says, I need to accept the fact that I might never recover because I thought I would and we could come back and be a team again. So here's my headbands. I'm kind of resigning. And August says, no, I don't want to partner with anyone else. I'm just going to do singles from now on.
Fair. I also really like that we do see Day kind of starting to accept that he may never get an eye donation. Whether or not he does. Because we still don't know if he's going to get an eye donation or not. But it's still good to put in the work to learn to accept the situation as it is, just in case you don't,
Yeah.
And I think it's good that he's not putting all his hopes on it right now, because it's kind of it's making him a bit happier, more content with life.
Yeah.
You can see him grow as a person.
Yeah. So the three of them walk out because Mock was there, obviously watching and the situation play out. And as they leave, August grabs Day's hand. But he moves it up to his arm so he could walk with him like he did with Mock.
I was like, that was a thing, maybe.
Which does seem a little bit misleading, because when he first grabs his hand, you're like, oh, but then he moves up to his arm like he does with Mock, like a caretaker thing.
And you're like,
and it's oh, can I walk with you? So it's less romantic in that sense.
Yeah, but poor fucking Day, who's who's oh, I may like him.
I knew they had a crush on him since the very beginning.
Yeah. It gave that vibe, which is why I gave you that vibe last week, because it gave that vibe in the trailer.
Yeah. And August kind of invites him out, and Day says, oh, he's busy, so he can't meet up with him.
And he's like, are you busy? I don't remember you being busy.
Yeah, well, Malk says, you're not busy, and he's like, I know, I just don't want to eat it in front of him.
Yeah, he doesn't like to eat in public, usually.
Well, Malk points out that he did go to the bar with G and all their friends.
True. That's different!
Again, and I said my reaction, I was like, one, this is more proof that they had a crush on him, because if it was just his friend, he wouldn't really care how he looked while he was eating that much. If he made a mess, it wouldn't really matter that much, especially since he went out with G earlier.
Yeah.
But the fact that he had a crush on him, he wants to look more presentable in that sense.
Exactly. He doesn't want to, quote unquote, embarrass himself.
Yeah. So Malk, I think, unintentionally sets him up on a date.
Yes, he does. Yeah. Very unintentionally sets him up on a date. And it's obviously it's only a date maybe from Day's perspective, or a hope that it's a date from Day's perspective. But August is fully okay, Saturday, no problem. Yeah. With no indicator that it was a problem.
Yeah, we're gonna need to talk about that. So at home that night, Mock and Day, mainly Day, practice eating. He goes through the courses. He eats everything completely fine.
Yeah.
And Mock's like, see, you have nothing to worry about.
Exactly. He's like, but he's like, no buts, because you literally just went through this it was no problem. So you're fine.
Yeah. But he's like, oh, it's because I'm in my house. It's different if I go out to a restaurant.
Not if you make it.
Well,
different.
we cut to the next day where Mark is getting himself all cleaned up.
And I love that poor Jai walks in and she's just like, oh.
Yeah, she's like,
what's going on here? I love how every time something happens with them, she's like, I'm seeing all of it.
Yeah. And Mark essentially says he is taking day out to practice eating out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I see it in your eyes. I do.
Yeah. Because, like, it's essentially he is going on a practice date with Day.
Yes.
And I think Mark at this point is kind of like, it's weird because he doesn't realize that he's setting Day up on a date with August.
Yeah. I think he's just like, oh, they're BFFs. They're going to dinner.
But then here he is, like, getting all ready to go on a practice day, because this is all practice for his thing with August. And he looks so shocked when they tell him to leave, when they actually go out. He's like, what? Me? I thought it was
good. He's like, me? What? But I thought I was coming too.
Yeah, Mark isn't the brightest bulb, as we see.
No, not really.
In the situation. But yeah, they go out to the restaurant, and he's like, okay, the chair's here. And Dave's like, what? Like, you're kind of killing the mood here. So Mark goes all out. He pulls the chair out for him, calls him baby, tells him to sit down.
He calls him baby. Oh my god, I'm dead.
Yes. Introduces him as his boyfriend to the waitress.
Oh my god, Mark. He's going all out.
Yeah. So he goes full on with the whole...
Oh yeah, you gotta commit to the part, man.
But again, he's committing to setting him up on a date. Like, I don't get how Mark didn't put this together.
Yeah. I think he put it together, but he was like, for Day, he like put his own shit aside. I think that's what happened. I think if there was anything that was actually happening, I don't think he was like, oh, it's just friends. I think he was like, this is important today, so that's the only thing I'm going to be thinking of, you know? So he didn't really think about it.
I guess. So he eats first dish of spaghetti. He's able to eat that no problem. He calls him cute a few times as he eats.
Damn. He really laying it on.
Yeah, he's laying on thick. And then it's steak.
Steak.
With what looks like a clump of mashed potatoes and a salad.
I love a mashed potato.
Yes. And Dave's like, okay, how am I supposed to know when I'm eating? And so Mark kind of tells him, okay, think of the plate at a clock, and kind of tells him where all this stuff is.
That's so smart. Think about it as a clock. That's genius, actually.
That was really smart, actually.
That was very smart. I would use that. Hell yeah.
But then I've noticed this, and this kind of bothered me. He only took one bite of the steak and then moved on to dessert.
Yeah. If it was steak, that thing would be gone in like 5 minutes for me. Like I'm good with steak. I love steak. That's a thing with me. I will eat all of the steak except I hate fat. That's the thing. I hate fat. So I will carve all that off. Yeah. And then I will eat all the steak.
Yeah.
But I like, my dad taught me this when I was younger, and so now it's like ingrained in me. He's like, this is what you need to do. You need to put the steak on the fork, and then you need to put like the mash, and then the peas, and then this, all on one fork. And then that's your little bite. And we both eat that way now. So like, what's funny is like everyone will be eating around us or something like that, and me and my dad will like, have you ever seen What a Girl Wants?
No.
Well, there's a scene in it where she comes and she meets her dad for the first time, and they're making their breakfast, and they're putting like their condiments on their bread and stuff like that, and they're doing it in the same way, folding it, biting it in the same way, and she's watching them like, what the fuck? It's very similar to that. Like, me and my dad eat like our stuff the same exact way, because ever since I was young, he's like, do this, and I was like, okay. So now it's like ingrained in me to put all the different little ingredients on the fork and then just put it all in one bite. Like, they have to be separate on the plate, but then I put it all together on the fork, and then so we eat the same way. So yeah, I would eat all the steak like at once, but I would put it with everything.
But then cake does come out, and Dave's like, oh, this is the hardest one, because he takes a bite and he has cream all over his face.
Yeah, but that wait. My brain went innuendo for a second there.
I mean, yes, but also.
but that makes it for an opportune, cute moment.
Yes, and Mark takes it.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
They look shocked. He's like, "What have you done? You touched my mouth."
And then Day tries to feed Mark. Doesn't really do all too well while feeding him.
No, he tries though.
Yeah, he
It's a
tries.
nice attempt. He's like,
Yeah.
la, la.
It all fall out really. And then back to the story. Mark reads and says, in that split second, Mee didn't realize that stepping outside of her dark room into the sunlight could gradually make her fading body become tangible again.
Oh, that's really cute. See, I think that's probably one of my favorite quotes in the episode.
Ooh.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
I want to read this book, but it's not real.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's time for our first topic of discussion.
Oh, great.
So I will set the scene and then we'll dive into it. Okay.
All right.
So, they are in the car. They seem to just park, and Mark's like, "Wow, Knights is so nice for letting us use this car. He didn't even ask where he was going." And this is where Day says, "Actually, Mom bought this car for me." Obviously, now that he can't see, Knights using the car, and Mark even says like he's taking very good care of it. The car seems to be working fine and everything. And Day says, "You've been fooled by him too."
Okay. All I'm gonna say, and I just think it's very weird that he said that. Like, it's very like, ooh, wow, what do you mean by that? You know, like,
Okay.
as I'm intrigued as to why he said that, and how there was kind of a pause afterwards, like, like they wanted us to let that sink in. I feel like the writing team. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to learn more. I'm not gonna say Knight's the worst person in the world, because we don't fully know that. All we've seen is him, like, take care of his brother. But what if there's something behind the scenes that we don't know about yet?
Okay. So my point of view on this is not the first time we have seen Day have issue with Knight.
Very true.
In the first episode, there was a whole big outburst where Day essentially accused Knight of being jealous of him, and that he's like happy that he's going blind so Knight can have everything Day had or whatever, and a lot of jealousy in that aspect. I am gonna say right now, I don't think that's the case. Because from what we've seen of Knight, even when Day isn't around or Mark's not around, he has seemed to just be trying to take care of his brother, or just hoping his brother's fine and okay.
I see that.
From what we've seen. Maybe Knight was a little jealous, but I don't think he's happy about the fact that Day is going blind. Because that doesn't just fuck up Day's life, it fucks up his life and his mom. Like, it affects everyone around him, and he's included in that. So I don't think he would be happy about that.
Okay.
Now, whether or not Knight may have had something to do with the car accident, whether intentional or not, I don't know. Yeah, I'm jumping there.
I didn't even think about that.
Could be the case, but if it was something where he was involved in it somehow, I think it was a sheer accident. I don't think he did a malicious intent to hurt his brother.
What if he, like, feels bad about it, obviously, but, like, what if, like, he was, like, something was gonna happen with the car accident and he was gonna stop it, like, oh shit, and then he had a moment of pause of, like, what if, but before he could, like, do anything, it crashed. Like, what if he had a moment of pause, just a half a moment of pause?
Maybe. I don't think, I'm gonna say no.
But I'm gonna say, like, it wasn't, like, super malicious, because, like, it was a pause, but it, like, wasn't super intentional either. And so now maybe he feels bad about it, and him taking care of his brother is he's trying to find a way to make up for it, maybe, and try and get the eye donation. Because we saw him talking to the doctor going, can you tell me more about the eye donation? How is it going? How's it going? Like, he was the one who stayed to talk to the doctor about it. And so I'm wondering if maybe something like that did happen, but it wasn't 100% out of malicious intent. It was just a lapse in judgment, I guess, maybe. Momentary.
I think if Knight was responsible for the accident at all, I think I think it's just he does feel guilty about it because he may have caused it or was part of it or whatever. But I don't think I think it was all accidental. I think it happened. He feels bad about it because it was still on him, really, quote unquote, in a sense. And that's why he's trying so hard to, like, take care of Day or find a good caretaker for Day and kind of like do all that. And I also think a lot of it is Day being jealous of Night because Day keeps calling Night out of being jealous of him. I think it's more of is jealous of Night. And that's why he keeps lashing out on that and thinks his brother's some big evil mastermind or whatever. I don't see that. I genuinely don't see that.
I do see what you mean, and he hasn't done anything to like put doubt. But in terms of fun twists and TV show writing, I'm gonna say I have an open mind as to something coming along. I'm intrigued.
Maybe.
You never know. You never know. Especially with these shows.
That's true. Again, I think if he is revealed to, again, cause the accident, I think it was all accidental.
I love how we're saying, like, he was even in the car accident. We have no fucking idea about this car accident.
No, I'm just saying, like, odds are we're gonna get flashback to this accident, and whether Wrong or Knight or whoever somehow
we have to, yeah,
was involved in this accident, I feel like that's gonna be a big.
Because if it did have anything to do with Wrong, which I don't know if it did, but if it even did, that could be a point of contention between Day and Mock. Being like, you're the reason, or your sister's the reason, or something like that. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe with one of the things where, like, Knight and Day had a fight, and Day ran off in a car all heated and mad, and then got in the accident. And maybe that's why Knight feels guilty, because, again, he still feels like he indirectly caused it.
Yeah.
That's why I think.
That's a good point. There could be something.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about Knight. We'll put a pin in that till we hear more about him.
Yes.
Yeah, they haven't shown up in a while, so I'm kind of.
Yeah, it's true. Isn't the last time we saw him
episode 2?
When he let didn't he let poor Jai in to give him the slip?
Yeah, that was episode 2.
It was episode 2. Goodness, was that the last time? Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't seen it in a bit.
So they get out of the car. They sit down, but Day is like, "Hey, you can leave. August is gonna take me home." And again, Mock is kind of shocked by this. He's like, "Oh, okay.
I guess I'll leave then." I knew he wasn't gonna leave because I was like, I don't think I think you're comfortable with him leaving so you can hang out with August, but I really don't think that Mock would be comfortable leaving you just alone somewhere. Like, even if you're meeting a friend or something, he's totally gonna like wait around outside or something.
Yeah, I said in my reaction, I'm like, I feel like when August shows up, it's one thing to like leave and leave those two alone, but like, I feel like it's technically his job to stay with him.
Yeah, and I think it would stress him out to leave, to be fair with you. Like, personally, because he's been by his side for like the last however long, so he's probably going to be freaking out if he leaves. Like, if he walks like 2 doors down, he's probably going to be like, fuck, what if he's not okay? What if he needs me? Like, I feel like that would happen.
Well, we know he's stressed because he does go for the cigarettes.
He does. About
doing that, but he stops.
He stops.
And then he checks his phone and sees it's like an hour later.
An hour later, and still no August.
Yes.
I was like, you bitch. You fucking bitch. I was screaming at the TV.
Okay. So Mock come back in, takes Day, and he's like, let's go. And they kind of go up on Memorial Bridge. Like, they kind of just go, have fun. They go to a flower shop. And Mock reveals that usually when his lovers are upset, he would take them here.
Really? Ooh. Yeah. Interesting. Lovers, you say?
And he looks at all the flowers. He kind of feels them all. It's real cute. And Mock kind of tries to guess Day's favorite flower.
Oh.
Does not get it.
No.
His favorite is a sunflower.
What did he guess? Was it like chrysanthemum, hydrangea?
He guessed roses.
Roses.
I think like chrysanthemums, the flamingo flower. He guesses a bunch.
He guesses a bunch, but not roses. Or no, he guessed roses.
He guesses.
What was Days? Oh yeah, he guesses roses, and then it's sunflowers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. This fucking show. I think it might have gotten me to like another flower.
Sunflowers?
Yes. Maybe. Because, like, I I don't like flowers. I only like daisies. Daisies are the one flower that I like. And I was like, okay, I don't like any other flowers. But then I watched this, and then he was like, oh, I love sunflowers because they always like turn towards the sun. Like they go for the sun. They
Mm-hmm.
that's the I was like, the way he said it, I was like, oh, that's quite beautiful. Fuck. So there's a chance I might like sunflowers, but then I looked at the sunflowers like it looks like a bee. So
I was gonna say, do you want me to nip that in the bud for you right now?
oh please, yes.
I'm pretty sure, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm pretty sure sunflowers are the one that attracts bees the most.
Oh fuck that. All right, no, never mind.
Because I would at the very least, because my friend and I went to like a sunflower picking thing, like in the
I
summer
could
or something.
never. I would never.
Yeah, no, she wanted to go and she wanted pictures and shit. So we went, and there were like other flowers too. There were like lavenders, all sorts of little
Don't even
sections.
get me started on lavender. Fucking hate those things. That attracts a lot of bees. They love purple.
While we were there, we saw a little sunflower patch. We couldn't really even walk in it because of how many bees were in and there were like, I'm talking maybe 20 in each flower.
Oh no,
like,
no,
it was bad. And like all the other flowers had like a handful, maybe like 5 at most, but like all of them were mainly into sunflowers.
No. No.
So that help you
no,
at all?
no, 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 no. Oh, I think it hurts. It hurts in a deep, deep way. I would never go to a sunflower picking thing ever. If there were flowers in the vicinity, like I had problem going apple picking because I knew there would be flowers around. Like I can't, even if it was like to pick daisies, which I love to death. Like I love daisies so much, but if someone were to be like, let's pick daisies, I'd be like, are you fucking nuts? No. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's move on. I can't talk about bees anymore.
Okay. So for anyone taking notes, Emma does not like sunflowers anymore.
I'm out. Thank you. No.
Anyway, Malk takes pictures of Day with the sunflower.
Yes, he does. He's cute.
And he offered to buy it for him, but he's like, no, it should go to someone who can actually see it and appreciate it.
No, you can appreciate it. You don't have to see it to appreciate it. Smell it. Oh, I would never smell it.
So then, we're at the bar, we're done with flowers for now.
Done with the flowers for now.
And Malk asked bartender or whatever if anyone was looking for Day. And the person says, I have no idea.
Mm.
And he does tell Malk, and then Malk does tell Day that that he didn't show up.
Yeah.
Or that he said no. Which isn't technically true. They said, I don't know. But
I think that means no. Because if he did, they would have said, oh yeah. But if he didn't show up, then even I don't, they wouldn't say yes. So I think anything other than yes is a no, he didn't show up.
Well, maybe he came in, sat for like an hour or so, waited for him, and then left. He didn't really ask because he assumed he would see him or be here. But yeah, he does give him a beer to cheer him up.
Yes. Stay in a beer.
Yeah.
I love a beer.
And at a later time jump, Malk is kind of like, it's ironic that we spend all this time practicing for a fancy meal, and here we are just sitting drinking.
Can I just say that's one of the reasons I'm most upset with August? Or are we going to talk about that later? August.
Oh,
yeah.
We can save it till the end because that's kind of
okay.
when he wraps up.
We'll save it to the end then. I have a whole thing about why I'm upset.
Okay, and then they kind of, I guess, repeats the story a little bit of him and August, where he's like, "Oh, the coach matched us up," and with an arranged marriage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And keeps going off, and Malk kind of says, if I didn't know any better, it sounds like you're talking about your ex.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. And they says, actually, I kind of wish it was. I do really like him.
Yeah. Not that I wished he was my ex, but I wished it was a thing.
Yeah. And we see Malk be heartbroken by this.
Yeah, poor Malk. But I'm sure he likes you too. From what I've seen, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, at least a little bit. Maybe it's a thought in his head right now.
Yeah. So Malk reaches for the sunflower because he did buy it for him. But before he can give it to him, August is standing right there.
the most guttural "get out" like came out of my chest, and I was like, "Get out of here!"
Well, they is like, oh wow, I know you're shocked to hear I like August.
Oh my god! I was literally okay. I was downstairs in the living room watching this. I was running around the living room while this was happening, and then when he said "I like August," I went no, and I like turned around and ran behind my chair, and I just like hid behind it, staring at the TV, like, "What are you doing?" No, it was a whole thing.
See, and then this is why you should do reaction to these shows, because that's real fun to watch. That would be so fun to watch. You just, like, just jump behind and be like, hello?
I know. Honestly, I fucking should tonight.
But yeah, so August clearly heard that. And he gives kind of Malk a signal to be like, don't tell him I was here. And it seems like he does. Like, Malk doesn't tell Day.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah. And then he kind of rests his head on his shoulders, and we fade on the lone sunflower.
No, lone sunflower.
Yeah.
Okay, now August.
Okay, go off on August.
Okay, so this is my thing. I'm very upset with him. Who knows? That could change. He could apologize. He could do something to change that. Character growth is a thing. However, right now, I'm genuinely peeved. And and the reason why is because I think the writers got us just invested enough in the fact that Day prepared for this. That we saw him first like be worried about going out with him, and then eating dinner at home, and then realizing that he could eat these foods, and then going, oh no, but what about this? I was like, okay, we'll go to a restaurant then. Went to a restaurant, practiced. He put hours of practice into making sure he looked good for this guy, and then he sat there and he waited, and he never showed up. He would have sat there for hours because this guy came at night. Like I'm like it's the fact that they put so much work into this, and then he didn't even bother to show up. Like, the least he could have done is answered his call or called him and said, hey, I can't make it. Or he could have just said no in the first place and been like, actually, I'm busy. I'll talk to you later. But no, he gave him the hope that they would be eating something and just sitting there and chatting, and then just didn't bother to show himself. Like, I'm genuinely pissed at that. Like, the fact that he put that much work into it and it was just pointless, because I'm pissed. I'm so pissed.
Okay. Well, to counter your argument there,
okay.
So you said you were mad because they put in so much effort for him and August didn't even show up. August doesn't know that.
I know, but I'm upset for Day is the reason why.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like August, like you can't fault August for, having Day put all this effort in for him, despite the fact August doesn't know about it. He doesn't know he put in all that effort. And while I am mad that he didn't show up or didn't even text him or whatever, I'm wondering why. And I did come to a conclusion. And it's ultimately August doesn't want to get hurt again.
Maybe.
August and Day became very close enough where Day could develop feelings for him. And then Day just dipped. For like a year, radio silent, never answered his texts, never answered his calls, line ID, Facebook message, nothing. And we saw that in that one episode where he saw he had like 1,000 messages or whatever that he didn't answer. I think that August was scared of getting hurt again. He didn't want to get close to Day again, kind of rekindle that friendship, romance, crush, whatever, and then have Day leave again. He was trying to protect himself, and he was trying to put himself first. And that's why I think he didn't show up. And I think he showed up late, maybe because he was trying to, maybe he came to the conclusion, he's like, you know what? If I want Day in my life again, I should give it a chance. And then when he does come in, he hears Day confess that he had a crush on him. And then he's kind of like, this is awkward. I gotta dip and think about this. Because that's awkward to hear if someone says they like you as you enter the room and you weren't supposed to hear that. So that's why I think August's mindset was at. I could be way wrong because I don't know August yet, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt right now because I don't want to chalk him down to a villain or antagonist or a bad person just yet. There's still so much we need to know about him, and I want to hear his side of the story.
I see that. I'll leave my brain open for whatever could come in. It could be that whole story, But I swear to God, if it has anything to do with, but I don't know if I can handle, dating someone or being friends with someone who's like, who I don't know how to interact with or something like that, who's blind or something like, because I don't know what to do. Well, then fuck you and learn then, because look, Mock didn't, and look at him. So like,
maybe that's what he was doing. Maybe he was learning, and that's why he showed up so late. Was because he was still trying to like perfect it. Maybe he was working the same amount of effort they was to eat normal and like not make a mess, and August was I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to.
I'm just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt right now. It's too early to like knock him off right now.
All right, I see that.
MVP for the episode.
God, I gotta think about it. Oh, I really do this, don't I?
Yeah.
I got it.
I'm gonna have to give it to Mock again.
I know, me too.
Mock is 5 for 5 for me. Oh, 6? No, 5 for 5. Yeah, 5 for 5.
Have you given us Mock this entire time?
I literally have always given them. I try not to, but he just gets better. Okay.
He's so good. Like, what is this? Like, I don't know what to do. It's a problem.
Yeah,
Shit.
I mean, he was great. I mean,
he helped him so much.
He practiced with the date, and then when it failed, he kind of like took him out on his own little date.
Yeah, he did. He took him on his own little date, and he
bought him the sunflower that he's probably gonna leave at the fucking chair.
No, don't leave the sunflower on the chair. Take it back to the house and like put it in a little vase or something like that in his room.
Yeah.
And just let it be there. Damn. All right, vibes.
Vibes.
I don't know if you got this one wrong or not. I put a fucking question mark. What does that mean, Emma?
What?
I don't even understand my own notes here. Okay, so we'll go down the list.
Okay.
For baby, you said something about Mock and Day, and it was
hey!
Mock calling him baby.
Yeah, he called him baby.
And then lovers, I put the question mark on, was when he said, I take my lovers here, like when to cheer them up. It was to the market.
Did I not say Mock and Day?
You said someone says lovers. That's what I've written down at least, and
someone did say lovers.
Yeah, but that's so easy. Like, do you get it for that?
I don't know. That's up to you. You're grading. Did they need more context?
Well, no, because you watched it now. You can't give more context.
No, I mean, did you need me to give you more context, and then you're just gonna cross it? I don't know.
Do you remember what you mean when you said someone?
I think I meant someone refers to Mock and Day as lovers, which
is wrong.
Technically didn't happen. No, I was trying to make it work, but I don't think it happened.
Damn. All right, you've lost that one.
Okay.
Thank you for the context. All right. So last one was triangle question mark, and you said maybe Mock Day in August, and you got that.
Yeah, I was right about that.
And we don't even know if it is a triangle, but it kind of is. It's like a triangle with an open side, you know?
Yeah.
So it's an angle. It's an acute angle.
Yes.
Okay, racing.
My first thought was like kind of like a racetrack kind of thing, like kind of like Cutie Pie Love in the Air vibes, but I feel like that would kind of just come out of nowhere. So I'm gonna. Is there a race involved?
That's very vague.
Do you need more context? If you need more context, let me know.
Yeah, because I've just said racing, so obviously racing is involved.
Okay. Mock and Day race or participate in a race of some kind.
Okay.
So I got people involved now. For that.
Got people involved. That's something.
Okay, great. Work off that.
Okay. Next. Tripping.
I'm sorry, what?
Tripping.
Stripping.
No. No S. Tripping.
Tripping?
Tripping with a T. T-R-I.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Is it one of those classic like day trips and like Mock catches him and it's kind of like one of those like classic vibes?
Maybe. And then we have last one, status.
Status? Is it the status of Mock and Day's relationship? Like someone wants to know the status of their relationship, or they want to know the status of their own relationship? They're kind of someone wants to know the status of Mock and Day's relationship, whether it's them or someone else.
All right, I've got them down. Got your guesses, and I've got your grades.
Okay.
Voila. So, those are the vibes. Ta-da. We shall see.
Okay, well, that was our recap of Last Twilight episode 5.
Heck yeah.
Next week, we will be talking about episode 6.
Yay!
Yes, so we will see you all then.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.